In the criminal justice system, the law is represented by two sides. The idiots who break the law, and the even bigger idiots trying to defend them. This is their stories.
Okay, I bring to the courts the case of Mr. Silly Will, who is accused of being a Logan Paul fan. I'll tell you what, this might be some pretty crazy shit. I will allow the prosecutor to deliver some shite.
Ow.
Whoops, wrong button.
First of all,
you know what I'm doing here.
Oh.
So you hit that, and then you gotta hit his button. Damn. So on that hammer, I believe you hit the red button, and then his light will turn green, and it'll allow him to put in evidence. There you go.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client the accused over there, Mr. Silly Willy, has been found of being a Logan Paul fan. Now, in this day and age, the other people who are fans of Logan Paul are 13-year-old children. Does that man over there, Mr. Silly Willy, look like a 13-year-old to you? No.
13,000 maybe.
If you're 13,000 years old, Your Honor, you're probably dead.
We'll see how the trial goes to figure that out.
Anyway, I'd like to provide my first piece of evidence. A party hat, which he wore to a Logan Paul meet and greet.
Is the evidence the meet and greet or the party hat?
The party hat.
The party hat is what he wore to the meet and greet of Logan Paul, Your Honor.
We do the evidence and then we RP it.
Okay. Interesting.
Evidence.
You have refutable evidence?
I have refutable evidence.
I'll allow it.
So, Logan Paul meet and greet. First of all, the prosecution has been calling my client Mr. Silly Willy when his name is in fact just Mr. Silly Will. First off. Second off, the Logan Paul meet and greets for sure cost a lot of money, as Logan Paul is a greedy bastard. We all know this. And I have evidence right here that my client still has a bank account full of money.
I'm gonna have to ask you to find full.
Like, it's more than me. He's got way more money than me. There's zero reductions in, like, paying for this man doesn't even buy groceries. And honestly, yeah, that's about it. That's all I got to say about that. Doesn't buy groceries. Didn't spend any money on a Logan Paul meet and greet. It's still all there.
Okay, interesting. So, when you say bank account full, do you have like history of transactions, or are you just kind of making a statement? Like, I mean, we kind of need to know more. I'll pass it on to our prosecutor.
Your Honor, if this man over there has a lot of money in his bank account, I would say that he's a rich man, shall we say.
What, Mr. Case's attorney? Or client?
The client over there, the one I'm accusing of being a Logan fan, he has a lot of money, as the defendant over there brought forth to the court. Ow.
Okay.
I would like to say that my client, the defendant over there, is right. Logan Paul is indeed a greedy bastard, and therefore charges a lot of money for these meet and greets. So it would take into account that somebody who will be able to go to one of these meet and greets will need a lot of money in their bank account, which the defendant has proven that the man over there does in fact have.
Okay. So what you're saying here is he could be so wealthy that maybe a slight ticket to maybe meet and greet would be kind of nothing.
It would be nothing to him, but also it proves he has the funds to be able to afford a meet and greet ticket.
Okay. I would like to revise back to the statement of the transaction history. Do we have any record of that? Anything at all? I'll bring it to the attorney, who should probably have that.
Yes, you see, Your Honor, the only transaction I've been able to find is my client trying to increase his bank account full of money by buying a lottery ticket, and yet, unfortunately, he lost like a silly will. Hence his name.
But he's
Sorry,
wealthy.
man. I mean, yeah, but he wanted more money.
Because he spent on Logan Paul meet and greet tickets.
Who doesn't like gambling with lottery tickets?
He's not wrong about that.
And as you can see, he lost, and that's why he stopped spending money. Even on
Does
groceries.
anyone
Dude,
win in gambling?
Nobody wins in gambling. Considering how
Wrong
I don't...
answer. Fuck you. I'm moving it on to the prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness to the stand, if that is okay with you.
Yes. Hello, Mr.
Sad Clown. Your Honor, his name is Sad
Mr.
Clown.
Sad Clown. Who's playing Sad Clown?
I'll be voicing him. We'll voice our own things.
Okay.
Mr. Sad Clown, you can't confirm to the court.
Oh. Continue. That's what we're doing the whole time. That's we're doing the whole time I was up there. All right,
Mr. Sad Clown, you can confirm to the court today that you are indeed a clown. Yes.
I prefer the clown from Phoenix, right?
And would you like to say to the court today why you are a very sad clown? Because that guy over there was meant to come to our show, but he chose to go to a Logan Paul meet and greet instead. I see. And did that make you sad? Very. I have no more questions, Your Honor.
No more questions? All right, I'll move it on to the... Oop, wrong one. I will move it on to the attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Sad Clown, what kind of shows do you provide?
I provide circus shows for everyone.
Circus shows. For everyone. And how much are tickets to your circus shows?
They're about the same price as a Logan Paul meet and greet, so any person would only be able to afford one of them.
And he was supposed to come to your show. Why was my client, Mr. Silly Will, supposed to come to your show?
He is a friend of the family.
Yeah, was there a promise or something?
He's a friend of the family, Your Honor.
Friend of the family. What side of the family are you on?
We're all on the same side. There's no fighting in my family.
I see. And do you have any evidence or proof, any way to prove at all, that my client indeed was supposed to go to your show if he was supposedly buying a ticket for the Logan Paul meet and greet? And if he's a friend of the family, why not just let him come to the show?
Do we have any
Your
evidence
Honor,
with that,
we
prosecutor?
do in fact have evidence of that, Your Honor. First of all, yes, he might be family, of course, but business is business. We're not Mr. Sad Clown. You know, with all these horror movies about clowns coming out, the price in circuses have gone down. You know, they need the money, even if it's from friends and family, of course. Second of all, he sent a yellow postcard saying that he would indeed be attending the circus, for which he did not because he decided to go to a Logan Paul meet and greet event.
I have refutable evidence.
I'd like to hear him out a little more first.
I've provided everything I need to say, Your Honor. He wrote a letter to my client here saying that he will attend his circus to help support the circus. But no, did he? He went and said to a Logan Paul meet and greet. Upsetting Mr. He was a happy clown when we started this.
Alright.
And now look at him. Sad. And do you know why he's sad? Because that man over there upset him, Your Honor.
I got you. Okay. I will
still have a
allow...
question and evidence for the witness.
I will allow the defense to make a counter argument.
Okay, so You still need
All right, back to the
money.
prosecutor. I'm kidding.
And I have here proof that my client had full intentions to make his way to the circus of the Sad Clown, as he bought a rental car, but not just any rental car, a clown rental car to surprise the Sad Clown family.
So why wasn't he at the show?
You wanna know why he wasn't at the show? Because the city is frozen at red lights. And he was stuck at a red light for ages. Hell, I was stuck at a red light for ages on my way to court.
All right, let's see this news.
Did that happen?
It would never. So what you're saying here, and what I'm gathering, is that the reason he didn't make it to the show, as opposed to showing up to this Logan Paul meet and greet with said party hat on, that was found with his DNA and, on the scene of the meet and greet. I kind of think I need some more, because stuck in traffic isn't a great excuse for missing
Honor,
an
you
entire,
saw it.
I'm assuming, hour-long show, Mr. Clown?
Yes, but sometimes we stay after the show for, VIP tickets.
And you're saying he was stuck at... Huh?
Who spoke? Who spoke?
Yes, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that later. So, and you're telling me it was one red light, one singular red
No,
light?
the entire. As
Whoa,
you
whoa,
see,
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
entire city,
Hold on.
the
I'm gonna
entire
stop you
city-
there. Order. I'm sorry. I can't move on that. I don't think I can.
Your Honor, if you look at the evidence again, you can see that it's the entire city is frozen at red lights. And I have my witness, an expert in city building, I would like to call to the stand to help me prove this fact.
Your Honor,
Okay.
before we move on, I would like to propose a question to the court, if I may.
Go ahead. I'll allow it.
You say that the reason why you couldn't attend the show was because every light in the city was red, correct? Is that correct, what I'm hearing?
Oh yeah, no, he couldn't make it to the show because he was stuck at red lights. I'm sorry, I didn't have the little green light. I was trying to follow the rules of the court.
You see, Your Honor, if all the lights in the city were red, therefore there would be nobody at the circus, but everyone else made it through the city just fine.
Mr. Clown, where's the circus at?
It's in the city, and there were lots of people.
Yes, and how big is the city?
It's a big city. Imagine New
Sure, it's a
York,
big
but
city.
different.
Big city,
But
imagine
smaller.
New York. Lots of buildings and apartments all around where the circus was being held. Unfortunately, my client lives on the outskirts of the city.
But you said the whole city was frozen, and yet there were still people coming to
because
his shows.
New York is a walking city. My client
True.
could walk the entire length of the city. The show would be over.
I would like
2
to
times
propose a
by the time he
question.
gets there.
Mr. Clown, were there any cars in the parking lot or anything at the time that
There
were
were
there
lots
for
of-
your show?
There were lots of cars in the parking lot, but there were still a few empty spaces. And in fact, there was one car which had 20 people in it. That was my car.
Objection. People
Well,
park
yeah, that's a
in
fair point. It's a
parking
clown
spots
car.
all the time in New York.
Your Honor, this is private property.
Okay. Good objection, even though you didn't call it, but I'll count that as an objection.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's the witness.
Oh.
I just want to see that man behind
So
bars.
it's not an objection.
Okay. Order in the court.
I have no more questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions from the prosecutor?
No, I think my witness here provided everything you need to know, Your Honor.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and propose we move on to our next witness. Would you like to call a witness to the stand?
Yes,
Mr.
I would
Case?
like to call the city building expert to the stand. Yes. Thank you for having me.
Shut up. All right. Would you like to ask your first questions?
Yes, I would, Your Honor. So, Mr. Expert, please just call me Expert. Mr. Expert with my father. All right, okay.
God,
calm
that
down.
fool.
So, you are...
Whoa! Oh god!
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Silence. Order. Order.
Your Honor, if I may speak, I would just like to say that was not the reason why there was a city court outage.
Okay, Your Honor. You helped build this city, is that correct, Mr. I'm sorry, Expert? Yes, that's correct. I might look quite youthful and young, but I'm actually quite old. Right.
I don't think that at all. I'm 14 years old.
You helped build the circus that the clown family runs, is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Good.
Sustained.
And you helped build all the apartments around it, that's correct? Yes, sure. And do you have any reason to tell why all the lights were red in the city? Or yes, you see, due to certain tariffs that have been happening, we haven't had the ability to change the traffic light batteries. I see.
So
No
there was a
further
tariff.
questions at the moment. Yes, of course there's a tariff. Have you been reading the news lately, Your Honor?
No. Avoid anything and everything politics because I just strictly don't care.
You know, that's fair, Your Honor. That's fair. I respect that one.
Okay. Okay. I will move on to the prosecutor if you have any questions.
Thank
Oops.
you.
What? Wrong one.
This is I count back.
There you go. Rush everyone out
Silence.
again. I don't understand.
I apologize, Your Honor. I had the fit of the giggles. Mr. Janda over here. That's right, Mr. Janda. Mr. What is your official role to the court? Just so I have it on record.
I'm a witness.
Your outside
Wait.
role, outside the witness.
What is your
outside role-
occupation, sir?
Yes, that.
I am a city building planner.
A city building planner. Now,
Yes, I'm an expert in it.
you say that every light across the state of New York was red, correct?
Yes, because they're all out of batteries.
You see, and yet people were still able to move and get around freely, even with red lights.
Yes, because New York is built to be a walk city, even though there are lots of red lights and cars.
Even so, a lot of cars were still able to turn up to the circus event even hours in advance.
Objection, Your Honor.
They probably rush hour.
Objection, Your Honor. I
Yes.
might, even though it has nothing to do with the court, I might suggest that those people showing up to that show at that time might have been breaking the law and running red lights.
Overruled. No proof. What the fuck is that?
Is that the UK?
Damn!
Oh, he's just joining Wales.
Is that Wales?
Yeah. Mr. Electrician Man,
That's not my fucking name.
what is your name?
Up.
My name is
Sorry.
Expert.
Expert. I'm sorry, Mr. Expert. I would
Again,
like
Mr. Expert is my father.
Fucking looking at me like that.
Expert Junior.
No, still wrong.
So, Expert.
Yes.
How do I put this forward to the court? You're saying New York is full of criminals?
Yeah?
And that you don't seem like a man that gets a lot of bitches, you're Mr. Expert.
I don't see what this
What's that
question
supposed
has
to
to do with the case on hand.
It was just some background evidence we dug
Just
up,
an
not important for the
Just an
course.
observation.
Just an observation. I apologise.
Negative one.
Mr. Electrician, surely if there was no power in the safe for all the lights, wouldn't security cameras and that all be down?
Did you forget you're voicing the character?
No. I'm not voicing Mr. Electrician.
No.
Oh,
Expert.
oh.
Yes.
Answer the previous question that was answered to someone else in the court.
Could you repeat the question? I'm sorry. I was busy looking at my league stats.
If...
I'm glad it's canon now. Oh my god.
Expert.
Yes, and motherfucker, that's improv.
I'm saying point to the prosecution because League is ass.
If all the electric, shall we say, the battery, there was power in the lights, were all down, correct?
Yes.
How are they still able to light up the red lights then, if they were all powered down?
I didn't say they were powered down, just the little switchers out of batteries.
Surely out of batteries means no power. Battery provides power, correct?
May I answer this question with a question? Do you know what it takes to build the fucking traffic light?
No, because outside of this, I actually have a life.
Precisely. You don't know what it takes to build a traffic light. There are many things in the traffic light that require batteries and other switches and such. I will not bore you with my intelligent, ingenious knowledge.
May I provide another question with a comparison, shall we say? Your Honor, may I?
Unless the defense has another question they'd like to present beforehand, sure, go ahead.
I would like to say that my father's next door neighbor's uncle's dog
moving
sitter.
on.
Thank you, Your Honor. I actually have no further questions for the witness.
Okay, you may continue.
As I was saying, my father's next door neighbor's uncle was a mechanic.
I just
Now.
hurt my fucking nose.
If he took the engine out of his car, that car... In fact, if he took the battery out of his car, that car would no longer function. So, if you remove the battery from a lot of other devices, let's say traffic
I have
lights...
to stop you right there, Mr. Counselor. You clearly weren't listening to me when I said many things in the traffic light require batteries.
I was just playing the role of any girl you've ever spoken to and also didn't listen to you.
That's harsh.
Point to the prosecution for a sick fucking burn, bro.
I think I've said enough, Your Honor. The defendant, the witness here needs to get back to talking to his Discord kitty.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, get the fuck off my stand. Alright,
Your Honor. I have
It's not your go.
objection for this court. That's something I just realized.
It's
during
not
this
his go,
entire
Your Honor.
cross-examination.
allow the man to fucking speak! Oops, not that. Go on.
So, one of the witnesses that prosecution had was a member of the Clown family. I just now noticed that the prosecution himself is a clown, and I dare say a part of that clown family. Fairly certain there is some legal misuse there, allowing the prosecution to basically argue for his own family.
Overruled speculation. Alright, let's see.
Speculation.
Anyone
the proof
have...
is in the fucking pudding.
I would like to go, Your Honor.
Okay.
I also have another piece of evidence, which will be my last piece. So,
I also would like to provide my last piece of evidence, but first of all, I want to say how dare the attorney over there accuse me of being
How
related
dare you?
the
How
sad
dare- I'm
clown.
sorry.
I would like to say that seems a bit racist to me, Your Honor. Saying that all clowns have to be related.
clowns aren't a race.
Where are you to stand to say that, huh?
Because it's an occupation.
When's recess?
You're not five.
You too.
Anyway, I would like to
We'll
provide
get your recess
my-
when we get the damn verdict!
I would also like to provide one more piece of evidence. Well, actually, I would like to also say one more thing before I provide my piece of evidence, if I may, Your Honor.
Yeah, go ahead.
The man over there did not in any way apologise for not going to Mr. Sad Clown's event. He could have written a letter of some kind. And I know you might be saying, well, maybe he just didn't have time to write your letters. However, I would like to note he was able to have time to write a love letter to Logan Paul.
That's very interesting. I will allow the defense to come up with some fucking explanation for that shit.
Your Honor, clearly this piece of evidence is forged, much like the my client's bill of sale.
Fuck.
Hold up. Hey. Excuse me, Your Honor. I am trying to provide my last piece of evidence. Thank you very much. I would like to show the supposed bill of sale for the supposed ticket for the Low Gang, whatchamacallit. As you can see, clearly forged and way too even of a number to be an actual meet and greet price.
What is? I missed it, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a suspicious bill. Hit tab.
And this
rounded up
relates.
too
This
much.
relates to the thing. How?
It's forged. It is forged just like the love letter was forged. There is no way that a Low Gang meet and greet, or any meet and greet, which I have gone to a few, is a rounded number.
I
They
would
are
actually
they are odd as fuck.
counteract this. Looking back at this yellow postcard we have here, comparing it with the suspicious bill and the love letter.
Judge, I have some
The hand-
new evidence.
Let me speak. It looks like I don't know, very similar handwriting wise. Very, very, very similar. As if maybe it isn't forged. As if maybe it's the truth. Order?
I'll have McDonald's, please, if we're ordering.
The
What's your
forgery
explanation for
does
that,
appear
huh?
to be- the forgery does appear to be very good. However, as you can see right there.
Oh,
on
very
the
good, you
S's,
say.
Right there on the S's, the way that it curves there at the end, my client's S's curve up. However, all the S's that are on
What else
the bill of
curves up?
sale and the love letter, they just kind of flatten out like a weird snake butt thing.
Let me ask your client real quick, sir.
As well.
Are you do you dabble in the use of alcohol?
I can answer that, Your Honor.
I've heard enough. I
can answer
All
that,
right.
Your
Court's
Honor.
rigged.
I'm gonna go
Court's
ahead
rigged.
and move this
Rigged court.
to.
Rigged fucking court.
I have something to provide for the alcohol
all.
question, Your Honor.
Fuck you,
If I may, Your Honor, you have to click me.
stupid Welshman.
My attorney over there, I was walking
your
by
attorney.
him earlier. He was stumbling a bit, and what was in his hand? A empty wine bottle.
Objection, we all know I don't like drinking.
Dare you?
Objection, we all know I don't like drinking.
Do we?
Yes! I have stated this on stream and video
12.
recordings many a time.
12, do you know this?
Motherfucker, you've known me longer!
Uh,
Also, Your Honor, a new piece of evidence has been found in relation to the red light situation.
Go honk yourself.
I have evidence.
Clown
Judge,
fuck.
I have evidence to prove what it is. So,
I will see.
I would like to say that maybe, okay, in the case of maybe every traffic light in New York was indeed red. But New York is a busy city. And there are other forms of transportation, let's say the
That
subway.
require red lights.
Either they're possessed or they're running a system update.
The stare. Air. You found him staring in the subway? That's what your piece. He wasn't. He was in his car.
I'm just saying he
Rental
was
car.
capable of taking the subway.
I think this has gone on long enough. I think we can go ahead and bring this to our
Rick
jury. How do I do that?
Rick Court. All of you are clowns.
All right, I'm now no longer taking the opinion of the jury. I'm kidding. Oh, he thinks not guilty. Okay.
oh, therefore I choose it's not guilty. You can't overrule me.
Your Honor, I would like to say that the jury did admit earlier he is a Loganger, which is the name of a Logan fan, and as a Logan Paul fan, the jury would not like to see a fellow Logan Paul fan be arrested, so therefore, I think that this is unfair to the
I'm moving
court.
towards bias in the jury. I'm not gonna lie.
I propose bias in the entire court.
Nah,
I rule guilty on all charges.
yes!
Boo. The
Go
system
to
is
jail.
And for the love
Silly
of
Will.
God, please put that expert in a fucking electric chair. Oh my God.
This court is a sham.
Hey, not for me. I took my man down.